Hello, my name is Audra Platt, and today I'm going to talk about titling your checking and savings accounts into your trust. So if you have a revocable trust with Pittman Law Office, we provided you with what's called a certification of trust, and it is in the third tab in your binder bag. This is a 2-page document, and it is a summary of some of the important things that banks need to know in order to change your checking or savings accounts into the name of the trust. So when you go into the bank, you take your whole binder, but you specifically make sure that you have a copy of that certificate of trust, which we gave you 3 or 4 of them, so you can hand to the bank and just leave it there. And that certificate of trust is going to give the banks the exact name and date of your trust to make sure that it's titled properly. It's also going to show the bank who's in charge, who are the trustees at the time. So that's going to be you if you're an individual person with an individual trust, or it's going to be you and your spouse if you have a joint trust. So you go into the bank and you say, all right, bank, I want my trust to be the owner of this bank account. Now, the bank account number should not change because we're not wanting you to close the account and open up a new one. We're just wanting you to change the name of the account, which allows you to keep the same account numbers. Some banks, depending on which bank you're dealing with, they won't allow you to change an existing account into the name of the trust. So in that situation, sometimes it's easier to just update your beneficiary. In that situation, you tell the bank that you want your trust to be the beneficiary of that bank account. Therefore, when you pass away, your death certificate is going to be presented, and then the bank can wire the money into your trust account because your trust is the beneficiary on that bank account. So there's a couple different ways of how you can get your checking account and savings account into the name of the trust or where your trust owns it. It just all depends on timing. So if you change the ownership of the bank account when you are alive, that means that that account is not going to be frozen. It stays open and it's owned by the trust. If you change the beneficiary on the bank account, that means that when you pass away, the account is frozen. Your death certificate needs to be presented, and then the money is then transferred from that bank account into a trust account. And in order to change the owner of the bank account, you need the certification of trust. Again, it's the third tab back in your binder, and we provided a couple copies of that for you. So that's the one that's going to show the name and the date of your trust, and that you can leave with the bank because it doesn't have anything top secret on it. So if you have funding questions, please check out our other videos, or we usually have monthly funding workshops here at the office. Please call and sign up. We have a seating limit, so if you'd like to come, RSVP to us. But if you have any questions, shoot us an email or come to our workshop. Thank you.